Anyway, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I saw Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
I didn't get around to seeing this, and I don't think it's in cinemas anymore.
Yeah, it's still showing in my local
But it's like all bad times.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they have reduced.
Yeah.
Alright, so the big thing about this is that the Pokemon... Well, it's a live-action film,
Yep.
and the Pokemon have all been designed to look somewhat realistic.
Yeah.
Like, they still obviously look like Pokemon.
Yeah, but they're like
But
covered
they're
in
not
fur.
cartoon characters. Yeah. This is a weird film.
Yes.
Because it's a mystery film, and it's obviously a Pokemon film, and it just like... I mean, you've got Ryan Reynolds doing the voice of Pikachu,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just loads of things that just don't sound like they should work. And I don't know who this film is targeting.
No, that's fair, because
Cause,
I don't know if anyone does.
No, because, like, you think, oh, okay, so it's a kid's film, so it's going to be quite light-hearted and fluffy. But, like, the first act is just, like, a huge downer. Because it's about this kid who has previously lost his mum, and now he's investigating the killing of his father, who he was estranged from.
Right.
So, I like the first, and he doesn't really want Pokemon, and there's all this like history as to why he doesn't want his own Pokemon, and he just doesn't know how to deal with his father dying, and it's just like, you're like, it's a slog to get through for all of the fun, light-hearted Pokemon stuff, like, because it takes like Pikachu a while before he gets like involved.
Yeah.
Like, probably about like 15-20 minutes, right? So you get through all that, and then you have like the mystery, oh well, we need to solve this case, but obviously because it's a mystery it's quite twisty and turny, so you're like, are kids gonna follow this?
Yeah, got you.
Right? And then without going into spoilers, like the third act, the reveals and why the villain's doing what they're doing and who the villain is and all this sort of stuff,
Yeah.
it's just bonkers.
Well, the thing that's like been blowing my mind was, I think trailer 1 and like 2 came out, right? And I was like, okay, I can sort of see, like you say, like I can see it's a mystery film, Pokemon are in it, I can see some of the plot points that are going to happen, and I think trailer 3 came out and then like ends with Mewtwo, and I was like,
yeah,
okay, this I don't see how this film that I've been told is coming out is going to get to that point where Mewtwo is in it.
Yeah.
And that, so I can see, like, even without seeing it, I'm like, yeah, I can see that might happen.
Yeah. And the thing is, I enjoyed it. I really like the kid that plays the main character. I believe his name is Justice Smith. And as like a female lead in it as well, Catherine Newton. She's really good. Yeah, it is a bit weird having Ryan Reynolds' voice come out of Pikachu. Equally, because every now and again there will be like a somewhat risque joke in there, and you're just like, who's that for? Like, honestly, there were a couple of moments that made me laugh, but like, it's not like to the point where I'm saying this is not a kids' film.
No.
But it's not done in a way like the Pixar movies do it, where these jokes would go over a kid's head but make an adult laugh. They're not like that either.
Yeah, they're just the joke, and a kid would just be like, what's happening?
Yeah, and an adult's just like, why is that in this film? So there's stuff like that. There's also like one moment, as it's going along, it feels like it gets to a point where they suddenly go, we just need an action bit in here. Because there's like a few action bits as you go through. It just gets to a moment where, I won't do spoilers, but it's all about someone's genetically modifying Pokemon to be bigger.
Okay.
And that leads to this like action set piece that is just so entirely unnecessary, and just does feel like they're just being like, oh, we need something fast paced here to keep people's attention, which is a shame. But yeah, it's just a weird film. Like, I obviously have a lot of nostalgia for Pokemon, which is one of the reasons why I went to see it. But I honestly don't know who the target audience is.
No.
It's 3 out of 5.
Fair enough.
It's not as good. I was kind of expecting it to be a bit better, but I just came away just being like it's weird. Like, here's a perfect example of one of the jokes that you're like, why is that there? So there's a Pokemon called Mr. Mime, who does miming, and there's a scene where they're interrogating him, and he does the like basic instinct classic move in that interrogation scene.
Yeah, got you.
Where
with the legs,
I believe it's Sharon Stone. Yeah. And you're just like, who's that joke for?
But then that's a kid that would go over a kid's head.
It would, but equally, it's just so weird that I don't think an adult would be like, that's really funny. I get what you're doing there.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah. That's Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I can't recommend it, but equally, I didn't have a terrible time watching it.
No.
Put that on the poster.
I'm sure they will.